What are y'all doing? What y'all doing? What's up? What's up?
Don't play with me, oh, this shit gon' get graphic. They say that I'm the blueprint, yeah, they calling me schematic. Go crazy.
So y'all already know by now, and if you don't know, if you're not in the know, you need to get in the know. Every Tuesday, I do a podcast episode over on patreon.com/Adrian Expression, where the patrons can tell me exactly what they want me to talk about each and every week. So that means tomorrow there will be a new episode of my podcast over there. Check my description box for my Patreon account if you want to give me some topics to discuss tomorrow and listen in. Also, we'll never stop reminding you that youtube.com/AvatarAdrian is up and running for all of your nerd, Marvel, superhero, sometimes anime, rarely video games, House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, all that stuff is over on youtube.com/AvatarAdrian. I am posting on there more than I'm posting here, so you might want to check that out. Speaking of things you wanted to, well, you didn't check that, y'all did not check this one out. The AMAs were officially the least watched in the ceremony, in the history of the AMAs. Apparently the show that just passed was the least watched ever, with 3.3 million people tuning in. We've all been noticing, everybody has been noticing that the era of the award show is just not, she's coming to an end. Like, I don't know, right? I think it has a lot to do with the fact that we have easy access to our favorite celebrities, our favorite artists and stuff on social media. It's a multitude of things. I think these award shows be boring as hell. They don't know what the fuck they doing. I also think maybe a lot of people who are not in tune to what's happening on the streets, on the social media streets, a lot of people just far removed from certain things that you actually have to be paying attention to are running the show, and it's just like, we can tell. We can tell from the AMAs to, I mean, it's not just the AMAs, the Grammys, everything. Like, these numbers are dwindling. It gives very much just wait until the day after so you can see your favorite performers online and you don't have to sit through them commercials. Like, it's just, I don't know what to tell them. The shit be boring, girl. All right, now apparently August Alsina has come out on the VH1 show called The Surreal Life. The Alphabet Mafia, the sexual deviants, they win yet again. When he was introducing, apparently his man, he didn't even use the vocabulary like my boyfriend. He didn't even like specify sexuality, but this is what he said. He said, love showed up, but in a new way. I want to share that and really honor the person that I love and that loves me back and teaching me so much about love and healing. I want to do that in front of the world because it defies all the constructs that one would say love is supposed to be or should look like. And so he showed off his man. I'm assuming his man, like, come on, that language, like, it gives me very much, this is my man. Like, my man, like, this is my man. And his man is fine, like, his name is Zoo, like, I was like, okay. And Zoo makes music, apparently, if I'm pronouncing his name right, y'all. And I guess they just dropped a song together, whatever. Some people are just like side-eyeing it, just like it's a TV show, we don't know what the T is. But I'm just like, girl, it's August Alsina, like, no shade. I know people's just like, you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to say we've been new or anything. But what I will say is that this news is exciting, but I won't say that I'm like shocked. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, y'all know what I mean. Now, a lot of people had many different reactions to this. I guess some people, on one hand, some people need like verbatim, like, oh, I'm making out with this man, I'm sleeping with him every fucking night. I guess they wanted August to say that in order to like really interpret it as him being his boyfriend. To me, I'm just like, it was very obvious. But some people are just like, oh girl, he's not queer, bitch. It could be his brother, it could be his cousin. I'm just like, okay. Okay, I don't know how they got that from all that, but it doesn't give me that, whatever. And there's some people just like, oh girl, yeah, I knew he was gay. See, he was doing all that, he was gay. Bitch, he did not say he was gay. For all we know, he could be bisexual, pansexual, girl. Like, but y'all would actually have to consider bisexual people and pansexual people as actual people, and you would have to consider them to be actual sexualities before we can have that conversation. So, and I know y'all struggle with that shit. Y'all struggle with it. Y'all act like bisexual people don't exist, and that shit is so weird to me. People act like they don't exist. That shit is so weird to me. And then I saw someone tweet this picture out and say that, this is what they said, wait until y'all figure out that Jada was bending the both of them over. And I'm like, y'all are so disrespectful. Y'all are so stop. Y'all are so disrespectful. And what I would have to say is that, you know, if J-Lo was bending the both of them over, so what, bitch? If they ever decide to get an OnlyFans or whatever, I would want to see it. I would want to see it. I'm not denying that that's like out of the realm of possibility that shit could have happened. I'm sure they're very open-minded people, obviously. And y'all be hating that shit because y'all wanted their marriage to look so traditional, and they were just like, girl, we fuck outside of our marriage, and what? What do y'all want? So, like I said, if that did happen, if Jada did whip out that fucking strap, wherever she be at, I would want to see it. I want to see it. Release the tapes. Release the tapes. Release the classified information. I don't know if y'all have to contact the Pentagon, B613, S.H.I.E.L.D. from Avengers. I don't know which organization you got to contact. I want to see the tapes. Sorry, not sorry about it. Whatever. Now, I want to show y'all this video of FLO. Y'all know that really cool ass girl group, FLO, just doing their rehearsals. They rehearsing. And what they're doing here is like jogging in place, singing at the same time, trying to make sure that they build up that endurance, that breath control, so they're able to slay us even further on these shows, on these stages. Bring back artist development. Bring back rehearsals. Bring it back. I don't know if the spirit of Joe Jackson, Matthew fucking knows is in the fucking house today, but we bring it back. Bring the training back. Bring the jogging while singing, running while singing back. Bring back the stamina, girl, because some of these people be hopping on these stages, girl, I don't know what's going on. And they don't know what's going on either. Bring it back. FLO said, you're not about to catch us slipping. Our microphones are going to be they're going to be switched in the on position. And we're going to participate in the rehearsals and trainings to back that shit up. I want some of these artists to really get into it, girl. I'm so happy that FLO is doing their thing. Like, I'm so happy to see it. And I hope that more and more people are just like, please give us something to devour. I was just talking about these whack ass award shows. Give us something to really get into. Now, get into this. I don't know which church in Texas this shit is from. Let me tell you something. I don't know which church in Texas this shit is from. But they are over here floating over the crowd for, I guess they got a Christmas show coming up. And I say show because that's exactly, let me y'all, stunts and shows, that's exactly what it is. There was a couple tweets that said like, there's no reason for these people to not be paying taxes. These big ass mega churches, y'all got these hoes flying around like they fucking Beyonce dying world tour, girl. Y'all got these, I mean, little drummer boys and shit floating around. Y'all need to be paying taxes. Ain't no way. Every time I think of mega church, automatically think of when Joel Osteen closed them damn doors during that fucking hurricane. What was that shit? I forget what hurricane or what storm happened and Joel Osteen was looking like, girl, y'all think y'all finna mess up my good church? Y'all finna come in here with y'all needy asses? He said build y'all own mega church. And make sure y'all can shelter in place there, girl. Sit y'all ass down. So at this point, if y'all have floating drummer boys and all this fucking big ass LED screens, big ass mega church, y'all hoes need to be paying some motherfucking taxes. I'm sorry, girl. These roads in Atlanta too fucked up. Y'all keep saying white Jesus walked on water, but can white Jesus drive on Atlanta roads? Pay y'all taxes and get out my face. Firefighters and everything, teachers hungry and shit. Pay y'all taxes. Anyway, speaking of money, Biden apparently froze student loan repayments yet again. Remember, we were supposed to start that shit up, I think, this month. And so this come from BBC. Mr. Biden said in a video posted on Twitter on Tuesday, he said Republican special interests and elected officials sued to deny this relief even for their own constituents. Jim Crow Joe went on to say, it isn't fair to ask tens of millions of people eligible for relief to resume their student debt payments while the courts consider the lawsuit. So now the repayment pause is going to be extended until June 30th, 2023. And this is the 8th time that the US Education Department has delayed requiring student loans to be repaid. Americans collectively owe $1.5 trillion in university loans. to the US government. So I have been saying every single time that they have been talking about repayment, they've been talking about like, oh, well, girl, the payments are about to start back up. Every single time they say, or we come close to that point where the payments are allegedly supposed to restart, I'm always on here, I'm always on YouTube like, they gonna have to push that shit back. They gonna have to push that shit the fuck back. Like, I don't know what they talk about, I don't know where they think they finna get to 1.5 trillion, girl. Y'all ain't paying people, y'all ain't raising wages, y'all ain't capping rent, y'all ain't fucking dealing with this fucking inflation, fucking a loaf of bread, $100. Like, girl, get out my fucking face. So I said every time it came up, I'm like, they're gonna have to push that shit back. They're going to have to push that shit back. I think that once they restart the shit, because like, obviously I think sociopolitically, America is just going down the drain, right? So I think once they start that shit back, putting even more financial stress on the citizens, socially marginalized people already feeling, you know, a boot on their neck every time they go outside, wondering if they're gonna be a victim of fucking hate crime. You know what I mean? Politics is more divided than it's fucking been. It's just, girl, y'all go start some shit that I don't think that, like, just pause the payments, girl. It's not a good time. I feel like the American public is just gradually, it's gonna be one straw that breaks that camel's back, and we gonna start to see some crazier shit, right? Like people in the streets and shit. I'm surprised we ain't tearing this shit up like they do, them yellow jackets do in Paris, right? They be in the streets. In France, girl, they be hitting the streets, girl. So yeah, I don't know, like I said, I don't know where they finna get this money from, but they can have a look in my fucking bank accounts and shit, girl. It's not, I promise you. Y'all are not gonna find the tens of thousands of dollars that y'all gave me. And honestly, I don't really care that much because y'all should have gave me that money. Y'all should have gave me that much money in the first place to go to school, girl. Like, so don't land out some shit that you don't want to see back, babes. Because ain't no way. School should have been free anyway. Whatever. Get out my face. All right, so I didn't know if I was gonna talk about this, but I am just gonna cover it really quickly. So I guess they found the father of the shooter in Colorado, and they ended up, I guess, putting a mic in front of his goddamn face, and he said certain things like this. I'm just literally jumping around. And then I go on to find out it's a gay bar. I said, oh God, is he gay? Talking about his son. I got scared. Shit, is he gay? And he's not gay. So I said, whew. Then he said, we don't do gay, blah, blah, blah. He said, I wish that he, if I gotta go fight somebody, I'm going in there with my fists, fight like a man, then shake hands afterward. And then you're done. That's it. You don't go out there, you don't kill people. He was saying that he was glad his kid was only a mass murderer and not a homosexual. And I think that sentiment is prevalent in many people's minds, right? Like I've always said that a lot of people would rather see two men fighting than holding hands, right? And they would rather see men being violent than men kissing each other on the fucking cheek, like, or hugging, That sentiment to me is not surprising. He was obviously wired off some shit, like when they were talking to him, it was really bad. But yeah, a lot of people were just taken aback and really shocked by this guy's father saying the things that he did. But I think the sooner we come to terms with the fact that these people want us fucking dead and they don't care that we fucking dying, they don't care that there's extreme violence happening to our community, they do not give a fuck. They would rather their sons be extremely violent killers, they would rather their sons be menaces to the communities that are around them. They would rather them be terrorists than queer people. Like the sooner we accept there ain't no kumbaya when they go low, we go high type of bullshit happening realistically, especially if you want to survive some shit, the sooner we accept that they do want us out of here, deleted from existence, the easier it will be to avoid delusion and hopefully stay aware and it's somewhat safe, right? Like, let's have a realistic view of what we're up against, because ain't no other side of the aisle, ain't no, compromise. Let's look at it from the other side, like, girl, they want us out of here. But yeah, anyway, speaking of homosexuality, my homosexuality jumped out when I saw this. What's going on here? What is going on here? Whatever is happening, I absolutely love it. This, by the way, is Tenoch Huerta's stunt double, Miguel Andres Garcia, I think. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that because y'all were in my mentions on Twitter, like, like, Adrian, did you see this? Adrian, did you see? Yes, I saw it. I saw my man in his green shorts that I bought him. I bought him them green shorts. I bought him that fucking vibranium on his fucking chest. Period. And I also got M'Baku that staff that he be using. So I don't know what to tell y'all except stay away from my man. Anyway, but yeah, that's it. Thank y'all so much for watching. Like I said, check all the links in my description box. Love you so much and make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.
Don't play with me.